at this point, you have enough to actually preview. There was no sense of previewing when we only had the head completed because there was nothing to see. You can see the title and the tab name, but that would be it. But now you have enough since you actually have the body. We can actually preview this. So it's pretty easy. You can just hit File, Save, or just hit Control S or Command S if you're on a Mac. So I would just get used to hitting Control S just so you can quickly preview. So I'm just going to hit Control S or Command S again if you're on a Mac. Then you want to go to your the folder where it's saved. It should look like index.html. It should look like whatever your default browser is. Okay. If for some reason it doesn't, either you didn't put the extension in correctly or it wasn't saved correctly. You can also, right click on it. You might have to do like or actually try to do this. Right click on it, go to open with, and then you should be able to choose your browser. It also is the same way if for some reason you're trying to open it up. Like if I just double click on this, it should automatically open up in the browser because the default for HTML is a web browser. If you need to open it up and you don't want to try and do it through here, you just right click open with and then choose your code. Okay, so literally all you gotta do is just double click on it and it should pop up and you will have something that looks like this. And so you can see it has my name, it has the H1, a paragraph, an H2, and another paragraph. All right, and it more or less just looks like a really generic, Word document, right? You'll notice on the top you can see the file path, right? So the URL is not online, so it's actually showing the file path on my computer. And at the top, there's the title. If you recall, I said the title shows up in the tab, and that is all there is to previewing. So what I would do is constantly just leave this up, and then when you go to here, you would just put in, whatever, P and something. Don't do this, right? I would save it. I'm just going to Control S. I go back to my browser, and then I can hit either F5, sometimes is the hotkey, or Control R or Command R. That's also the refresh, or you could just click refresh up here. Which is a good idea to get used to doing it quickly. You could also do something along the lines where you put half and half, depending on how you like to work. Or, let's see. Do they have up and down? Oh, well, you get the idea. So that was not where I wanted to go. So yeah, basically that's what you're gonna do. All right. So you just save it and then you just double click on it, open it up in the browser, and then you get an idea of what it looks like. While you're working, I would just suggest doing that constantly, because that way, if there's an error, you can see it before you get too far along, because then you have to try and find it. If you've ever done any other coding, it's a good idea to just keep testing your stuff as you're going so that you can solve the issues as they come along. It's much harder to find them when you have a whole big long thing of text. All right, so if that all looks good, if it doesn't look good, go through and just double check where the issues might be. If it does look good, just move right on.